I had seen I think it was 2008 or 9, I can't remember now, I had seen a performance of an opera called Il Trittico, which is by Puccini in LA. It's a triptych. The two tragedies were directed by William Friedkin, and the comedy was directed by Woody Allen. The middle one was called Sor Angelica, and it was told from the female perspective. And I spent the better part of the 60 minutes of the operetta weeping. And I realized, or I thought, that there was something extremely beautiful about exploring melodrama from a female protagonist's perspective, because all of a sudden I would be free from the constraints of what I might call macho posturing, male behavior, all that stuff, and get straight to the emotional heart of it. And I don't mean that, women are more emotional. That's not what I mean. What I mean is culturally we say masculine and feminine, the traits that we assign to those qualities, those words. And I just thought I could cut out all of the trappings of male behavior and just try to explore the emotion of it and to do something very operatic. Not melodramatic, but a melodrama. The movie is a strange combination of the Puccini operetta that I just talked about and family stories that had been told to me really from the beginning. My grandparents came through Ellis Island in 1923, and their entire history was quite well documented. We had all the paperwork and so forth. The name was Reichstein, and was shortened. They shortened it to Gray. By the way, it's a bit apocryphal. This idea that the customs guy would change the names. That would never happen. The people themselves would change the names out of embarrassment. My grandparents told me all these stories, of course, that we didn't know what a banana was. We ate it like, just bit into it, and of course that wound up in all those sorts of details. But what was really kind of an interesting thing for me was that it was not like the typical immigration story. When I saw movies about the American dream, they always seemed to me like, I came to America and it was fantastic and I loved it. And the truth is that my grandparents spoke really no English till the day they died, didn't really assimilate at all, and there was a tremendous melancholy to especially my grandfather, who used to talk about how he missed the old country, which I never understood. I mean, my grandmother's parents were beheaded by Cossacks, so I never understood what he was missing, really. But I found it interesting that he still had this pull for this place. And to me, it meant that the immigration experience was a bit more complicated than America's great. The movie was shot on 35mm film. What we did do was, Darius Kanji and I, the cinematographer and I, we did tests on Alexa, Red, Kodak, and Fuji. Fuji doesn't even make film anymore, by the way. And I filmed them out, and I did them blind. We just screened them and said, well, which one is the best? And to my mind, screening them blind, it wasn't close. The Kodak looked incredible. I can't understand why everyone wants to migrate to a medium that is, in my mind, objectively worse. It's not even cheaper, really, digital. Now, there are some advantages. I think it comes from cinematographers being fearful. Because what happens is that on digital, you see exactly what you're getting from the monitor. And so there's no evening of terror. I remember Darius's reaction when we did all this stuff in the sewer system where Joaquin and Marion are being chased by the police. That night, Darius was like, oh, I don't know, I did all that and I don't know what you're going to see, and it's really, I don't know. And you could tell he had a sleepless night worrying about the lab and all that. And that's gone with digital. But the audience doesn't care about that.